I'm already, just off these two builds, super excited to see how this theme park turns out.
Same.
Oh!
Wow, there's an aquarium. That's a really cool idea.
That fishing rod is amazing. Yo! Look at the coconut!
Whoa.
Wow!
There's so much going on.
Yo!
That's pretty good.
Let's. Oh,
perfect.
wow! They're cutting the. Hat's Beartastic.
Yes, my brand.
Oh my god, you get.
It's you.
Ooh, mommy's making. Oh, another fun interior.
Making skewers?
Ooh, look at the backside. That's sick.
Whoa. Uh-oh.
This Planet Coaster community is currently designing 4 unique theme parks simultaneously while also competing in several contest categories to achieve building out these 4 theme parks. The first phase to building out these parks is to fill them with dozens of shops and facilities for our guests to enjoy some tasty food and beverages during their stay in these theme park experiences. So over the last 3 weeks, our community members have been designing specific shops with strategic sizes and locations for each of these 4 theme parks. And we now have nearly 50 shop contest submissions across all 4 theme parks here to review. Today, we're going to be reviewing all shop submissions for 1 of the 4 designed theme parks, giving you a sneak peek of how this park is developing while giving you an opportunity to vote on your favorite shops. The community on Discord has voted that they would prefer it to have the winners decided based on a rank category system rather than a best per park system. So if you're not aware, all builders on Discord earn ranks based on how much they build and the quality that they build at. This rank helps us determine the skill level of a person for purposes such as this during contests. Because the community wants a rank-based contest, this means we can judge and vote on our favorite creations from the varying brackets of equaling skill levels, making it much more fair and competitive of a contest. However, this also means in order to have enough contestants for each group rank, we will then have to pool all 4 theme park submissions together, meaning the shops shown in today's video will compete against the shops from the other 3 videos being released on this channel this week. So the voting form will not be released until the end of the final contest video this week. And that voting form I will be posting on this channel's community posts section on YouTube, as well as in Discord in the announcement channel. So if you're just a YouTube viewer, keep an eye on the community posts. And if you're on Discord, keep an eye on announcements if you want to vote on your favorite creations shown in this mini video series. And last but not least, unlike contests of the past, these submissions are actually going to be used to build a theme park, which means we can actually make helpful comments, feedback, and suggestions where our contestants can choose to update their build before it's eventually placed into the park in a month or 2 from now. So that being a factor, I will be bringing on the lead designer for today's park that we are reviewing to help judge and critique all of the submissions. And there you guys have it. That is everything you need to know about this current contest and collab. So sit back and enjoy the video and be sure to vote on your favorite creations at the end of this week's mini-series. Let's get into today's theme park contest shop submissions, as well as meet our designer special guest. Okay, welcome back everybody. We are in Faiyum, and I am joined here with the designer of Faiyum, Beartastic.
Hey yo.
And Bear is in the middle of Wells in a tent right now. It was actually quite surprising that we actually got him on call.
Yeah, it's quite an unusual setup here. I'm in the middle of a campsite.
Yeah, so Bear is in the middle of like a 1.5 month long bike trip.
I am indeed.
I just so happened to find an hour where we could meet up, and he has a connection to the internet And
yeah, that's also not always guaranteed.
no, so we kind of got lucky. I thought we were gonna have to fill in somebody for you in your place, but you're here. That's great. So here we go, everybody. We are joined with Beartastic. They are the creator of this park. So therefore, as mentioned in yesterday's video and in the introduction, this is not only an opportunity to judge and review all the contest submissions here today, but because they're eventually going into the park in like a month from now, if Bear or I have any feedback and suggestions to these submissions here, we can use this opportunity to kind of suggest them now, and the designers of these blueprints have a whole month to, you know, maybe take those suggestions and update their blueprint if they want to. Right?
Right.
Cool. Well, without further delay, I don't want you might have a limited time, you might have a limited connection, so let's just jump right on into it.
Yeah, let's see how long I'll be on.
All right, our
Yes.
first build of the day is from a builder. This is by tealanchor. I don't know how to say that. It is a hospital, and the theme of this area is what, the water district, right?
It is, yeah.
Yeah, so you do have different themed areas within Faiyum. The overall arching theme of this park is Egyptian, but it has Egyptian sci-fi elements, and this is one of the areas, which is the water district, where you expected people to incorporate some sort of water and a little bit of foliage, right? That is their kind
That's
of constraint.
pretty much exactly what it is, yes.
And
A lot
from
of
the
water
looks of
features.
it looks like they nailed it, right?
I think they did, yeah. They definitely made it work. Yeah, it's basically exactly what I'm looking for.
Wow.
With, you know, a lot of water. There's a lot of water going on.
Mm-hmm. It's kind of interesting because yesterday we checked out Master and Engineer's Park, and he also has water, and he had like a water district. So you guys have a water district for two different themes. Oh, this is what did you call this stuff?
The astrolite? I think it
Astrolite.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's a
I
rare
think it's
mineral.
actually, they probably picked up our idea where the mineral is like clearing the water to make it like healing.
Oh, yeah,
I think that was an
yeah.
idea in the first showcase.
That's right. So yeah, the astrolite is a rare mineral that Faiyum extracts to get power and electricity and all sorts of stuff. But in this case, it also has healing properties. So let's take a look at that nighttime lighting. Is that the lighting you were looking for? I can't remember your lighting palette. That looks pretty nice to me.
It looks pretty nice. It's quite subtle. It's
Yeah.
quite dark, but I don't mind it. I like how, you know, certain areas are a bit more bright than others.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, looking good. Maybe a bit on the dark side though, but I think that's fine.
Yeah, I don't
Because,
mind it at all. I think it looks really nice from the front.
Yeah, because I'm also gonna probably put in some lanterns and stuff on the paths, and that will also help if it's a bit too dark now. I think that will work. Yeah, looks good.
Absolutely. A lot of cool TMTK used in here as well. A very,
Yeah,
very
I
solid
used a lot
build.
of the pillars and stuff that I've put in that they're allowed to use.
Where's the actual, because there's like a, yeah, okay, here it is. You hid the med bay really well.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I didn't notice that. That's good.
So yeah, and one thing I guess you'll find out later, Bear, but we were having this discussion yesterday, is it is a shop contest after all, and everyone was so heavily focused, but we've noticed a trend from the shops in the sci-fi park. Everyone was so focused on the sci-fi as well as the area, what planet they were building on, and what elements and what power they had to use. I think pretty much everybody forgot about the shop branding. And I was like, you guys
Yes.
realize this was still a shop contest, but
Yeah, I noticed. I was gonna point that out just then. Actually, you kind of, I mean, it is a hospital, I guess, but you don't really notice it like from the outside.
But how
Immediately.
my question is, how would you make an Egyptian palace of sorts look more hospitally?
Yeah, that's pretty tough, isn't it?
It is a pretty tough challenge. Maybe you could use some of the red and white hospital colors, or I don't know, or maybe some of these the ones that Planet Coaster uses. I don't really know the answer, but yeah, it doesn't scream
Yeah.
hospital to me from the outside, but the elements of the healing water right there on top is really cool. We do have this big symbol over here, which what does that represent?
Oh, actually, I don't know. I think it is. It has something to do with healing. I'm not sure, actually.
I feel like it does. And then the H on top for the helicopter.
Yeah,
or
the heli
hos-
landing pad.
So, I mean, there are elements there. It's not too prominent, but it's not forgotten either. So,
Yeah.
the important thing is it matches the water district, it matches Egyptian, and all of those aspects that people are building towards it fitting in the park have been successful. Maybe if you can if the builder can come up with another way to amplify or add a little bit more of that hospital branding, then that would be great as an update later on, and they can get some ideas from Discord or ask around. I don't really have anything off the top of my head, but this will be probably, I'm gonna guess it right now, I'm just gonna guess, I haven't seen any of the other builds. This will probably be the same feedback to everyone else, because it feels like most people have overlooked the branding aspect of the shop contest for once. Yeah. But that's okay, as long as the builds are really good for the park.
Yeah, right. Okay. I mean, as long as it looks good, I'm happy.
And any final thoughts for our hospital bear before we move on?
No, I think it looks good. It fits the theme and the place where it is, and yeah, I think it works well. So good job on that one.
Yeah, amazing job, tealanchor. So next up we have Gift Shop by Squid Guy, another builder. Now, does this gift shop have a specific shop, like just a memento? Yeah, I guess it's just a memento. We see it right there, right?
Exactly, yes. Just a memento is.
And this is for a special district as well. Did you want to talk a little bit about this, what this district is?
Yeah, so this is the fishing town, and you can kind of see it in this build. This is all about, you know, being a bit of a more poor area, kind of. There's a lot of the buildings are a bit more, you know, kind of jerry-rigged DIY builds. They're not super beautiful temples. They have there's a lot of these structures, and yeah, it's just got a lot of fishing, a lot of boats in it, and a pretty cluttered area overall.
Based off that description, I think they nailed it. It looks way different from the last build, and it fits the description that you just described.
It does, yeah.
That is awesome. That is really awesome to see. I was actually kind of skeptical or curious, I would say, going into your park on how are people going to build Egyptian and do it differently for each of the different areas. And
I was kind of excited to see how people do that.
Yeah, and I was unsure if everything was going to go cohesive or looks like it doesn't work. I'm already, just off these two builds, super excited to see how this theme park turns out. Just off these two builds alone. I'm like, wow, it's working and they get it. This is cool. This is very, very cool.
Yeah, I saw some screenshots in Discord and I was like, yes, it's working.
Yeah. So, I mean, pat on the back to yourself as well as Master Engineer. I had the exact same feedback. I said, wow, I can't believe how different these sci-fi areas are turning out and how well people are getting it. So this is going to turn out amazing. All four of these parks. I mean, I'm going to assume the other two parks are kind of shaping out the same way. From this community is a smart community. They get it, and our designers did a great job of conveying exactly what they wanted. So you guys definitely deserve the credit there as well. So yeah, this is just a memento. You come in here and you get your gifts, your knickknacks, and all that sort of stuff. This is where they get the little gift bags. Again, it's pretty hard to get that branding across and mix it in, but you have to make it sort of like a marketplace bazaar. I think they have a lot of the Just a Memento branding. Like, I saw it right away.
They have a lot of designs, indeed, yeah. And I guess Just a is a bit of a tough one because I don't know, what do you get at Just a Memento? I actually don't know. Like, is it just a gift bag?
It would be like probably like little teddy bears and little things, like things you think things you think you would get from a theme park. So maybe what you could do is add something on top, like some sort of like a community extra. You could build an extra and just plop it on top, whether it be like a big gift bag or like a teddy bear, you know, like maybe even just like an assortment of toys just piled up on the roof here.
Yeah, exactly. I was gonna say like some sort of shelf or something where there's stuff like that. Yeah.
And then in here, so the marketplace, you have stuff like this. I'd love to see a little bit more of that, just scattered around, just like random gifts and stuff, because you could even have like a carpet on the ground with an animatronic sitting there, and they're selling like bobs and jewels, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, that sort of thing. Just, you know, little pottery and things like that. They could sell whatever, right?
Yeah, pottery's a good one.
Yeah, so you have a little pottery shop here just sitting there. It doesn't have to be the Just a Memento. It could be extras as well. So those little things would definitely amplify the interior of it, the aesthetic for that. Just like make it like a little bit of a marketplace. Any random things that you can think of. So again, some of these things could be added with community extras, or the builder themselves could update their blueprint. In the case that we give you guys suggestions, you're like, well, my build's already at 4,000 pieces. Well, if you wanted to do 1,000 pieces to make like a little thing up here, like a little assortment of stuff, you could submit that to Bear as an extra and specify that it's going to shop 8. right?
Yep.
And then you can,
Yeah, we can do that.
yeah, you could plop that on top. So if you want to add something outside of your part limit, we'll totally allow you guys to do that. But the aesthetic, I feel the fishing village, I feel the shantiness, and I think
Same.
you absolutely nailed the aesthetic of the area that Bear described. Let's take a look at the nighttime lighting. Is that matching what you were looking for?
Looking good.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's kind of that orange lighting with those lanterns. That's pretty much exactly what I looked for.
These
Yeah.
lanterns. The string
Yeah,
lights,
same. I really like them.
you went really crazy with them. You randomized them. You put them at different angles. You put lots of them, different heights. It looks crazy. I love it.
It does look good, yeah. I like it. I see there's like one or two walls every now and then that are a bit dark for my taste, but that's okay. It does really look
It's
cool. I like
vibing
the vibe.
here. Yeah.
Yeah, if you go inside, yeah, I like it.
Incredible. Yeah, I'm already blown away. You guys are doing an amazing job. These builders are coming out strong, raising the bar
They
high.
are.
This is the builder bracket, you guys, and I said the exact same thing with Master Engineers. You're going to be blown away, Bear, when you see the video. But the builders are coming out. They're setting the bar high in these builds, and it's great to see. So
It is.
never underestimate the power of the builders, you guys. That is Squid Guys Build, the Fishing Town Bazaar gift shop. Any final thoughts, Bear? Or should we move on?
Let's move on. Looks
All
good.
right.
Thumbs up.
Okay, we are moving up to an advanced builder now. There were only 2 builders for this park so far. And we got miumiumiu, and
Miu.
this is the Chow Mein fish market. And is this still in the same area as this?
Yeah.
It's
yeah,
still the
it
fishing
also
village.
belongs to the
So-
fishing town. It's the fish restaurant.
But with a touch of, I guess, with a touch of
Bit of Asian.
Asian inspiration, because it's also the Chow Mein.
Yeah.
Exactly. So we
Exactly.
see that right away here. So you almost think
do.
like Chinese fishing market in that sense, mixed with Egyptian. That's a
Yeah, kinda like
funky
a-
combination, but very cool at that.
Kind of like a trade post, inside there's like an Asian trade post or a trained, Asian area, Asian town.
Oh, look at that. We had Master Engineer put all the benches in for you. That's pretty cool.
Oh, that's very nice of him.
And the fish noodles. Oh,
Wow, there's an aquarium.
that's
I love
cool.
that. That's a really cool idea.
That's really cool. And we got the noodle bowls there. We got
Yes.
the shop
Oh,
branding
mine has
there.
a lot of like branding stuff, so that's pretty. No, I'm not saying it's easier to brand it, but it's really nice. They have a lot of those noodles and stuff you can use.
And the
I
water
like it.
there. Let's take a look at it from a little bit of a distance here. See the overall shape. Like the red colors on the side here for the noodle.
I do, yeah.
The little huts there. The
This
boats
Chow Mein
going
is also a
through.
bit red, right? The
Oh,
branding of it.
this isn't a boat, this station, but the boat goes through. That's cool.
Yes, indeed. Yes.
Oh, wow.
I kind of planned for that, and they
So
nailed
it gets
exactly what I thought.
Oh,
they could.
wow. So it has.
Yeah, you also got something to look at for the boats.
Yeah, great idea there. That's great. And we have the little lanterns there as well. So I'm expecting the nighttime lighting to be pretty cool over here. Ooh, I like all this.
Yeah, they've also done a little bit of overgrown, but I don't mind that at all. Looks good.
Chow. Okay, amazing. Let's see it at nighttime.
Can we see at night?
I love this red,
Yeah, it's
orange beam glow. It reflects off the water there. That's really cool.
Yeah, it's got that sci-fi glow, that sci-fi lighting. That's cool.
Amazing.
It's quite different from the other one for it being still in the fishing town, but I don't mind it.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, it looks nice, so it's not like oversaturated or anything, but I think it'll all tie together and look quite nicely.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, I feel like I need to repeat myself, but I also don't. But yeah, the branding could be a little heavier, but it's still there, and you've
Yeah, there is a
incorporated.
lot. There's a bunch of stuff. I think it's there. You can see it's a Chow Mein shop.
It's there when you look around when you're on foot and you get a little closer. I do like the little noodle
Yeah.
sign on the boat there as you're coming in. So yeah, is there anything that you could have done to amp up the signage right here for the actual entrance? That's probably where I would want a little bit more of it. Like a Chow Mein sign right here.
Yep, seems fair.
Something like that, just welcoming you in. So, hey, this is a restaurant. Come on in, right? And that would be it. Or I wonder if you could put one here. What do we have for the Chow Mein signs, right?
There's a bunch of different ones, I think.
Okay, there's not much for the custom ones,
Maybe
but
in
maybe.
building, yeah, a lot of TMTK. I know.
So yeah, there's stuff like that. Like that one could be kind of cool, right? Or
Yeah.
the noodle shop one there, that could
Or
also
just
work.
a noodle sign that works.
Or that, right? Yeah. Or maybe the awning could go go there, something like that. I don't know.
Make it full of it. It's more branding than building now.
Hey, this is not final. But you get the idea. Is that enough branding for you, Johnny? That's overkill, but you get my point. That's great. Yeah. All right. Very solid build from our advanced builder, miumiumiu. Do you have any final thoughts, Bear, or do you want to move on?
Yeah, I like it. It gives off that Asian vibe, which I did hope for, and that, yeah, it's a good build. Love it.
Perfect. Here we go. We got the Smoothie Bar Advanced. Oh, this is so confusing. It's an advanced builder named Legend.
Yeah, I was confused when I saw him as well. I was like, wait, what? A legend?
It's an advanced builder named Legend, and it is a pip shot smoothie bar. I guess it's like in between. Is this Pirate Land or is it
Yeah,
fishing?
so it's kind of in between, but it kind of goes to the fishing town. I think I labeled it as fishing town, but it's kind of its own thing because it's like a smoothie bar. Yeah, and it's kind of the entrance as well. I like it.
Okay, this is cool because your branding leans into the fishing town, and I love it. Like, that fishing rod is amazing. And it's holding up the sign.
I don't think I've ever seen a fishing rod in Planet Coaster.
I don't think so, no. That is so cool. And the way you built that is incredibly smart. Oh my god. That's rad.
I love it.
And here we go. We got all this like stuff for making the smoothies. So
there's all the fruits.
You have this like entrance here, but it's actually over here. Interesting choice to put.
Well, the thing is, there's a ride. My main attraction might
go through here.
Go through there. Yeah, I plan to go through there. I don't know if my main attraction build is in this park file. But yeah, it's gonna go through there, so I kind of set a border for my. So
they saw that
boat.
border,
boat ride.
And they tried to integrate their shop into your ride. Gotcha.
Kind of, yeah.
That's cool.
It's kind of like an introduction sign as well for the ride, as in like, hey, you're in fishing now.
Look at the coconut.
Whoa.
Wow.
There's so much going on here.
This is amazing. This is
really cool.
This is the type of shop branding I like to see, you guys.
Yeah, same. Yeah, this is exactly
They are making smoothies. I know exactly what's going on in here. Oh my god. Oh my god.
They've got a bar as well?
They're filling up the bottles with smoothies, and it's all coming from the freaking production line.
The machine back there, yeah.
Yo.
That's pretty good.
Perfect. Wow. Oh my god.
Is that empty case time they made?
I don't know. It's amazing though.
That looks great.
Yeah, I'm not mad at this one bit. Wow.
No.
And I love how vibrant these silly tubes are. They're
yeah, for the different like fruit flavors, you know.
It works so well for like the pit shop. And look at they're smashing them or stabbing them. That's hilarious.
That's a creative use. Yeah, it's really good.
They're cutting the...
Like, I mean, with branding, you don't need to split the signs, right? You can do that stuff. You can build extra stuff that kind of fit.
I'd have to say, out
really
of
cool.
everything I've seen so far, this type of branding is the best that anyone has done in the contest so far. This is incredible.
I don't know, this is really cool.
Yeah. Wow. And we got the pit shot outside on the front there. We got some of those colors incorporated.
I like the tower on the side.
The fishing town, like I said, is such a good touch there. Yeah, I guess like would like to see just a little bit more of this branding on the outside, but that's about it. I can't really be too picky. We have the pit shot there.
Maybe 1 or 2 more pip shot lines. Yeah, but that's like on the interior, it's perfect.
Yeah, the interior is insane. But we do have it there. It's not missing, so it's pretty great. Yeah. I wonder if there's anything you could do for the top. Just to add some benches and stuff.
Yeah, maybe just
fake
have
benches.
Yeah, exactly.
Or some lights, lamps.
Stuff or some umbrellas.
Ooh, how about a couple canopies on top, right? To cover you from the light, like some of these guys. Have them up top, and it would give a little bit more height to the build, a little bit more of an angle too. So yeah,
I'd like that.
A couple extra tents and stuff on top of the build would be cool, and you can have some random crates and fruits and stuff. That might be nice.
Yeah. And I mean, even like a big pip shop sign on top would also work, I guess, on one of the roofs.
Absolutely, yeah. I agree. Fill in that space. Lighting's looking really nice.
It is, yeah. Yeah, I like it. It's got some different colors in there, which I don't mind. It's cool. Yeah, it's a busy area. That's what I wanted it to be.
I love this interior. This is the best interior by far, hands down. This is absolutely insane. Yeah. Wow. Oh my God. Okay, who was this
Like
builder?
custom
This was
benches and all that.
this was
This is
legend.
legend.
You are the name.
name.
The name holds true. Okay, you had a lot to live up to with that name, and you will one day be a legend if you keep up this quality of work. Absolutely incredible.
Indeed, yeah.
So
Love it.
I gave my thoughts, and you gave a few. Do you have any additional thoughts before we move on?
No, this is like, I pretty much envisioned this as I put the plot. Like, this is spot on. So yeah, great job.
Awesome. Perfect. Okay, let's move on. Okay, Shop O2 Hats Beartastic. Originally coined as Hats Fantastic. Beartastic is here. So, what's that? I didn't hear you. Hats Beartastic.
Yes, my brand. I'm gonna spread the brand.
Cool.
Yeah, I love this one already.
This was created by Mosiers71. Yeah, wow. Okay, so,
Yes.
And we are back. We're in an area that we haven't been yet, right? This is Main Street.
Yeah, this is Main Town.
Right. So you want to talk quickly about Main Town?
Main Town is basically where you have like the biggest temples, the more impressive sort of buildings, and there's more sci-fi-ish going on. So there's a lot of that blue lighting,
Which is from
the buildings are
the crystal.
which is from the like astrolite.
Yes.
Exactly. And the buildings are mostly more kind of orangey, is what I thought there. Like the walls, the color of the walls is more orangey-ish. Yellow, and they nailed that here.
Yeah.
So yeah, looking good.
Woo! Sun hats.
They have hats.
They
Yes.
have hats. They have hats. Best hats in
Faiyum.
Okay, this is cool.
And conveyor belts as well.
Another
something.
really great interior, like the last
Yeah.
one. You get it when you come in here. You get it.
Yeah, it's hats.
Yeah. Oh my God, you get.
It's you. Love that.
This is incredible.
Really good.
Wow. And you get your pick up your hats. Look at that. That is amazing.
I'm really happy about that.
And you did this whole like
And there's
water
a-
network that they had to.
Yeah, there's the water thing going through
This
as
thing
well,
was
yeah.
built already. You can see it there, and there's all these other plots that are going to be built in the future, and people have to figure out how to deal with that intruding on their build. And you can see the integration of that here passes all the way through the build and into the next build. So what a cool idea. And there's
Like
a
that.
gigantic pharaoh hat. I don't know what you call those. And
Yeah, I love that. I had my own sign, like the Hats Beartastic. I gotta say that I made that myself, the font of it. But they added their own hat to it, and I love it.
so they put a
fit
they
the
put a
theme.
hat on your font.
Yeah, basically. I had a hat on there before, but it was more like a adventure or like a top hat, like a cylinder hat, you know, like a more 1920s hat kind of thing. And they've changed it, and I really like that.
And I love it because, like I said, you don't have to go crazy with the shop branding, but I need to know where I'm going and why. When I'm walking down the street and I want to buy a hat and I see that, I go, that's the hat shop.
Yeah, exactly.
It's all the branding you actually need on the exterior, whether you incorporate the colors or a little bit of signage. That's what I'm looking for in terms of shop branding. So I'd say out of everybody, it's just one sign. It's less is more in this case.
Yeah, but it's like a big sign.
It's literally a hat to the top of the building, kind of, and it's like, there it is, and it's like, that's more than enough. I think that's like one of the best examples of shop branding so far. It calls you over,
Yeah,
but then
indeed.
on the interior, there's more hats, and we get it now, you know? It's,
Even more branding.
yeah, it's even
on
more.
theme.
So I think you nailed the branding, absolutely. I love to see the big sign out front, the incorporation of that. And this area uses the astrolite, which powers the building with a little bit of sci-fi.
Yeah, you see all these blue lights there, the LED strips and stuff. It's great. Yeah, they've nailed it.
You said big, bold, large, orangey temples with an addition of sci-fi, and we see that here.
We do.
This is probably one of the heaviest contenders of all of the contests so far, I would say.
Yeah, it's really spot on.
I would
Yeah, it's
probably
great.
say this is the one to beat, in my opinion, but everyone's entitled to their own, so we'll see when the voting comes. Oh, and we got a little balcony here as well.
Yeah, there's some stuff that's going on there as well. Yeah, they've got a lot of interior going on.
Wow.
Yeah, I think what they did really good is, like, there's no feedback. What they did really good is, you don't have to necessarily use the pre-made branding that the game provides you. You can make your own branding to it. basically. That's kind of what this build does really well.
And actually, I prefer that. Like, we have Egyptian
same.
hats. No, it's really,
It's
really
more
smart.
work, but it's great.
No, it's amazing. And before I was about to interrupt you, I was gonna say I have no feedback for this one. This is great. Absolutely, I have no comments here other than great job.
Yeah.
So
Great job.
Definitely the one to beat if I'm not saying anything. So amazing work on this one, Mouse Ears.
Yes, indeed.
We are going
sure.
next door now to Faiyum Market by Trojan. Is there any particular shop that was supposed to go with the market, or is it generic?
I think it's multiple shops because it's like a market area. I think there's 1 or 2 or 3 different shops in this. So
Yeah.
yes, maybe they didn't brand it as much, but it's supposed to be like a busy bazaar of all kinds of things. So maybe it doesn't make sense to brand things.
And we have the
Looking good,
information. There's like a big
All right,
gate on it. I like the gate.
I like it, yeah. I didn't remember. Yeah, it's got some information in there as well. Originally, this was going to be 2 plots, but then you kind of convinced me to make it 1. I think, if I remember well.
Right.
There used to be 2 plots here, and you went, well, you could make it 1. Big
Right.
plot.
All right, yeah. So, wow, what do we got in here? We got Tiki Cheeky, Gulpy, awesome, and Looney Balloons.
And some balloons, yeah. There's a lot of shops in this one.
You know what you should have done? Take the Tiki Cheeky and the Gulpy and turn them into balloons and have them floating outside. Like like a dinosaur balloon and a whatever Tiki Cheeky balloon is, a giant chicken leg. Turn them into blimps and just have them like floating outside. Do that as an extra. I think that could be fun. Some balloons, some
there you see the bazaar kind of thing, you know, with all the different sellers.
This is what I was
stuff
suggesting that they did for
market.
the other one. I'd like to see more of this in that other one that I was saying.
Really busy.
This is exactly what I was trying to convey that was in my mind. That's great. No, that's really, really good. It feels busy in
And
here.
also good use of the TMTK I had. It's not like oversaturated with TMTK, but you see some of it in there, and I like it. You know, some of the walls are TMTK, but not all of them.
Yeah, it's a beautiful build.
there.
Look at the ceiling. Wow.
Yeah, I like this pyramid on top.
Wow. It's a very pretty Egyptian build. I'll give you that. Like the shape of it, you know, look at that shape. Nothing is straight. It's not a box. Everything's coming in on angles, right? Like this is slanted, that's slanted. Like the way you mix and mashed it and crammed it all together. Even like the towers, they're thick on the bottom with pillars that get shorter, and there's still trim. Like, whoo!
Yeah, there's no detail. It's good. I think this was one of the plots I made way too much like pre-made shapes when making the volume cubes for the plots. I think with this one I went crazy with them.
But they listened to that.
Basically, yeah, they listened to that, but they also did change some things, and I don't like that at all. I like the lighting.
You don't like that at all?
No, I like it.
Okay.
I like that they went, you know, another way.
I like
Made
the
a different
pulsating
lighting.
lights.
I was just gonna mention that they've got some changing lights in there.
It goes from
that's
warm
sick.
to cool, gives you different vibes, which for a bazaar that sells all these different things, you know, you should get a lot of different vibes coming out of that, right? It's cool.
Yeah.
That's really well done. The Christmas lights, it has the neon, the slight neon trim on things. It fits the aesthetic of the marketplace area, the main street area. They nailed the Faiyum Egyptian style. Yep.
Exactly.
The branding's definitely there on the inside. Maybe it's difficult to add it on the outside without making it too busy. So I'll give you that, right? Like, it's like, do you want to have all the different signs for all the different shops all on the outside? Probably not. But that's why I recommended the idea of just maybe turning some of this stuff into balloons and just having like a couple balloons up in the sky. That might be
I'd like that.
That might be kind of fun. So maybe something you could do as an extra, and Bear will just attach it on if you want to make some fun basic shape blimps or balloons. That could be cool.
Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah, it's just something that you know that there's a shop in there, I guess. Makes sense. Because from the outside right now, you couldn't really tell that there's a shop in there, I'd say.
Right.
But it does, you know, you go through it and you notice.
A nice sign out front right here, like maybe right on top of this, a Bazaar or whatever. Because like...
Yeah, I mean, it's a bazaar. You might as well just call it
we have
the
one over
bazaar.
here.
Oh, there is one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a
there
little
is some
hidden.
signage.
Maybe you could emphasize that again on the other entrances, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. A lot of like shopping places love to spam it at every entrance, so it doesn't hurt to do that. Okay.
Indeed.
Well, this one's awesome. I really love this build by Trojan. Really good stuff.
Insane. Yeah, I love it.
Incredible. All right, let's move on to the next one. Dune Delights by BKU87. All right, a big familiar name.
We are.
Did a lot of really good builds in Project Planko, BKU. And this one is
like
the
the style.
Water District, right?
Yep, it is, yes.
So we immediately feel the vibe change there.
Yeah, there's a lot of blue now in the build.
Yeah.
I like it.
Now, Dune Delights is an interesting one because it's typically natively Moroccan.
Yeah, like Moroccan, Egyptian kind of.
And Moroccan you
Makes
can
sense,
kind
right?
of mix well with Egyptian.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
I like this with this like rooftop decoration thing in the middle
Yeah, you use
where the
the
water flows into. Yeah.
Astrolites, building something cool there. Really nice. A lot
Very
of usage of
used.
the water. There's
Yep.
the shish kebab. There's the meat skewers. They have... Ooh, Mummy's making... Oh, another fun interior.
Making skewers.
Yeah, that's fun.
Well, that's cool. Yeah, that's like the yeah. I love that.
Yeah, the Mummy animatronics work great in your park, don't they?
They do. Yeah.
And everyone's
Imagine
chilling
being
out.
a staff and just
Oh,
having
I
to
like
you
the
know,
little,
put toilet
like-
paper around you.
Everyone's dressed up sophisticated. You got candlelight dinners and stuff. This is quite nice.
I like the benches and you know the seating.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, cool.
Oh, there's a little... Oh, okay. They're hitting the hookah over there.
Good at the smoke.
That's cool. Oh, look at that. Fun TMTK. Okay.
Yeah, good use of DMTK, I'd say. I like it.
I like the blue with the gold. It's quite fancy.
Yeah, it's a really fancy building overall, like all the different decorations on it.
Mm-hmm.
There's a little well in there with the statue there. I like
Water.
it.
Ooh, look at the backside. That's sick.
Whoa.
Wow.
Amazing.
And the little...
I do like that. With
nice.
sprinklers and stuff. Yeah,
Wow.
brilliant.
And the usage of... I guess this one you made just ends here.
Yeah, this is one of them that where it just ends. Yep.
So they had to figure out what to do with that. That's cool.
Yeah.
Neat.
I think they actually lowered the canal a little bit, but I allowed it.
Okay. Lighting's a little bit on the dark side, at least on that side. This side's looking nice.
Yeah,
Well,
there's some walls are really bright and others are a bit dark, so I don't know.
this looks nice. This
Maybe
area's a little
even it
dark.
out a bit.
Yeah, even it out. That's like real bright, and then it's kind of like dark in here.
Yeah, I could use some lanterns maybe.
Yeah, I don't remember what your lighting suggestions were, right? But I'd love to see
I
like
think
a
for,
little...
for water district it was kind of just blue lighting, bluish. So yeah, maybe add a bit like, you know, kind of the ones that are lit up now, maybe make those a little less bright.
Yeah.
But then add more lighting to the other towers.
Yeah, I'd love to see something drawing my eye like in between these pillars, like Dune Delights, and
Yeah.
it's lit up, calling me in with like lots of blue
Oh, yeah,
lights and
indeed.
stuff.
Yeah.
It'd be this right here is a perfect spot for a sign, right?
Yeah, between the towers.
Mm-hmm. And then I guess you
Agreed.
could do the same thing on the other side, right? Over here, calling you in.
Yeah, there's another entrance kind of there, yeah.
It's very dark where it should be calling you in. You know, light draws your eye in, and generally you want to light up an entrance so that you're attracted to that area. And that's also where you want to draw focus to your branding or your sign. So I think overall,
Yeah.
the build is very, very solid. It just needs to amp up the lighting a little bit and add a couple signs.
Yeah, I agree. It looks overall like the building style and you know how it looks at day is amazing.
Yeah.
But yeah, a little dark on the.
I
in
love
the night.
the integration to the lakeside here. I love the addition of water. The color palette's really nice. The shape and aesthetic of the Egyptian build is amazing. Love the little moon crest there. Ooh, we even have lily pads on top. That's pretty fun. Little
Oh,
ponds.
that's cool. Yeah.
There's extra little details the more you look. Really well done. And the hookah
There's
gangs.
people, you know, sitting everywhere. I like it. Yeah, a lot of animatronics.
Got glasses on this
He's got
guy.
glasses.
Wings.
Like it.
Amazing. Oh, wow. Absolutely amazing. All right, so that is our Dune Delights by BKU87. Let's move on to the next one.
You.
Next up is Shop 04 Pharaoh's Rest by Master Engineer. And this is a hotel. So, yeah, Master Engineer is a designer from the Gamma Galaxy. And we did say designers are allowed to participate in contests as long as it's not for their park. So, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's fair. It's fair game. They took time away from their own park to work on yours, and it helps you, and it helps, you know, it helps the whole circle. This is really cool.
It does.
This is the Water District, and it's a hotel, so it should be big, it should be tall, and it looks like a
Which it is.
hotel. It looks like an Egyptian hotel. It's kind of insane.
It's a big tower. You have the windows there with like each room's kind of.
Pharaoh's Rest.
Like the name.
Look at the drapes on the
Check-in
ceiling.
area. Yeah, I like that.
Well, these TNT
like
are crazy.
Yeah, there's some really good ones. I was surprised to see so many like statues and stuff when I looked up which
Ooh,
I'd
look
allow.
at the carpet.
Fancy.
Yeah, you made
Well,
it
that's
like
carpet for the hotel.
you made it very luxurious and fancy in here. So I think that's like that would be your branding for a hotel is welcoming. Like what else do you really do?
Yeah.
You don't want to put like a giant bed in front, like what do you, a sarcophagus? Come take a
No,
nap.
not really.
Yeah. So what else do you do, right? And the gems on the side, the waterfalls going down the side of the building.
Yeah, there's a lot of water elements.
Wow.
You can tell it's a water district build.
And this is where
there's
you
a
go
pool there.
swimming. Yeah, let's go. Damn.
I like this, like the chairs there up there.
We need to remake
it.
this for Planet Coaster 2. Like literally like water slides going down this.
Yeah, we do.
Oh no.
We do.
All right, take two. Let's do it all over again. This is amazing.
I like it. Yeah.
Extra lounge
There's like
up
a
top.
little room or like a balcony.
Wow.
That's a nice view.
Absolutely.
Gotta be an expensive room.
It's beautiful. It looks like a hotel, which is like hard to do. I would imagine, but yeah, it's an Egyptian hotel. That's exactly what I would think one to be, but I wouldn't know how to make one. I know it when I see it. And you did it. You pulled it off. Lighting's pretty good. What do you have any thoughts on it?
Yeah, it looks alright. It's not the bluish. I'm actually not 100% sure if they asked for bluish lighting, but I kind of expected bluish lighting for Water District. But I don't mind that this is different, you know. So yeah, I like it.
I'd rather it be subtle than oversaturated and blown out.
Yeah, exactly.
But I do feel like it's a little on the dim side. I think maybe all you need to do is brighten up the front just a little bit.
Yeah, those front towers are a bit dark. Maybe still add some of those like sci-fi lights. You know, have some strips going up.
Yeah.
Light strip. I think could be pretty cool.
Absolutely. Wow. No, amazing build from our
It's still good, yeah.
legend engineer, as I like to call him lately. Master Engineer 02. Okay, very good build.
Yep, good job.
This is the Jade Garden Mexelente, and is this the only build that we have for shops in the Garden District? It is. So do you want to talk a little bit about the Garden District? And this is by Esbi, a legend builder.
Indeed. So the Garden District is all about gardens. So it's got a lot of magical plants. The idea here is to have like really alien-looking plants that have developed differently because of the astrolite having like an effect on them. And yeah, just a lot of greenery, a lot of gardens, and there's the buildings are like purple, have purple decorations on them, which you can see here. That's kind of the main style that I was looking for, and yeah, looks good. Seems fitting. Uh-oh. People stuck there.
Oh, it's Mexelente and a pip shot. Nice.
Yeah, I usually, when I, plan for these, I kind of always put like something to drink and to eat.
That makes sense.
Eat and drink.
Yeah, that makes sense. Hey, they littered.
They're not cleaning up.
I did not know. That's literally had no idea that the guests would leave litter on the tables. Did you know that?
No? Yeah, I did.
I've never seen that in my 8 years of Planet Coaster. I was like, wait, what did they put on the bench there? I was like, wait, the guests put that there. Wow. Look how trashy these tables are. Well, that's when you know you haven't put that means all the parks that I go to have bins, okay? That's why I've never seen that before.
Oh, they have cleaners.
Yeah.
I guess this one doesn't have any cleaners yet.
That's all right.
There might be something weird going on with the paths, but that's okay. We can probably fix that somehow.
The build almost reminds me of like a party barge.
Yeah, kind of does. It's like a kind of boat almost. Yeah, I do like it. It does fit the style of the
Your
area.
terrain comes all the way out to here, right? I definitely feel like I don't remember what the volume cube for this build is, but I feel like the build could be bigger.
Same. I'm not quite sure if you zoom out a bit. I thought I actually added a bit more space to the right, although I might be wrong. No, I'm not wrong. That's right. Then I kind of planned for it to be like two buildings kind of connected to each other, and SB decided to make it one big building, that's fine.
Oh.
But I guess like you could now go in and just change the terrain a bit and make it more of a beach down there.
Yeah.
That could fit, yeah. I'll probably do that.
Do some extras down there. Yeah.
So now there's kind of this platform that isn't really sold out like the whole way.
Lighting's a bit soft. I would have liked to see a little bit more of the magic, like some fairy dust at night or whatever it's called, the fireflies.
Yeah, exactly.
Some more glowing plants, some more of those brighter purples and pinks that you were asking for. Just like really go super magical and over the top. The colors are there during the day, but at nighttime it lacks that like magical, mystical feel that I was hoping for. Yeah. And with that, like I would have maybe used some taller plants or something to break up the flatness of the build, and maybe some of that branding could have helped here with the Mexelente. How could you make an Egyptian, because what do we call this guy? We have like a little character that we did for Planet Coaster. He's got a sombrero, right? And he's a skeleton.
I don't know what we call him. Yeah, yeah, that would something like that would fit.
Is there a way you could do like a mummified guy with a sombrero, right? Instead of a skeleton, it's a mummy this time. So maybe that could be something you could do as a big extra. We just plop him down and he's just chilling there, or maybe you've turned it into a statue. You know, there's a lot of fun ways to mix the shop branding with Egyptian that I feel were missed opportunities in this build and even many of the others. So, you know, definitely at this point, because you guys still have a whole month to update your builds, if you get inspired and think like, what could I have mixed with my branding, with my park theme that I didn't think about, you could do that as extras or update your builds later on, right? And I would definitely love to see a little bit more of that, and I look forward to actually seeing some people update their builds so that when we do the final park tour, it's like, oh, they did, you know, at that, I
did something.
Yeah, and it's like now that stands out to me, that calls to me a little bit more, that surprises me. I'd like to see a little bit more of that, but from this has the Jade Garden vibes. I think the garden could be amped up a little bit more, and the lighting could be amped up, and I think by having some of those taller plants, or like I mentioned, like a big mascot or character, it would break up the flatness of this build because it's a little bit on the boxy flat side. So I think you have to find ways yourself to break that up a little bit more. Maybe even just decorate the beach with some different things.
I mean, you could even add like a whole garden on the bottom there and have those magical plants.
I agree.
Is what I want to see. And like overall, I think this build has some magic to it, but I feel like I'm not really seeing those like alien looking plants like what I envisioned. I have some examples up there which are quite wild. You're allowed to use those. For me, I'm fine with that. What you see on the left there, or and
another thing is not a lot of people knew this. Depending on how many parts you have left, we have told people that you can also decorate the path area around your shop. When you plop it down, it's like, because you're gonna have to go fill this area in as the designer, so if they do it, you don't have to. And I feel like this hill area is like a really fun area to do a nice cool decorative garden build, right? So that you could push that garden area out a little bit further as well if you wanted to.
Well, at the same time, I also kind of said that the volume cube is kind of like the limit of the build, is what I said. So that's probably why Esbi didn't really do that. But yeah, definitely. I mean, it would make sense. But I think I kind of said if there's a volume cube, the outline is the limit.
Yeah, like you can tell what your intent is, and if there were gardens here and it fit, it wouldn't intrude on anything. So in some cases I've seen people do it or asked to do it, and I've given them permission. So I guess with your specific instructions, you may not have made that too much of an request. But very solid build overall. That is our last legend, and I think that is our last submission. We just a double check. I didn't forget any, did I?
I don't think you did. Let's see.
No. We got them all.
No, I think that's all, yeah.
So that is just like the first phase. We have all the, I mean, everything is missing in the park right now, but you can see we're going to be doing this many, many more times throughout this contest.
Fill up the park.
Yeah, and this is just the shops. And again, just a reminder to everyone, the shops from yesterday's video, the shops from today's video, and then the next two, they're all competing against each other based off of their builder ranks. The builders are going against each other. Advanced and experts are competing, and then masters and legends. And it looks like we just lost Bear, so couldn't be a better timing there. Because there we go, Bear.
Yeah, I'm here.
I was like, is your phone dying? Your internet finally going out? We just lost you. But
I'm here.
if we did lose you, then at least it was at the end of the video. But you're back.
Yeah, I would have been lucky.
I gotta just say again, it's so fun to see these come to life, and what I'm loving is the fact that seeing how people have to build towards the park's theme and aesthetic, then the areas within the parks, like the themed areas, the different districts, both for the last park and now for yours, I've been extremely impressed with the look and feel of everyone's builds. I think everybody has absolutely nailed that part without a doubt.
They did, yeah.
I've been a little bit disappointed on the shop branding, so I hope to see some updates on that. But even still, it's better to make sure it fits the park than it does having a gigantic Looney Balloons shop that is made out of horrendous, splinters and
balloons.
yeah, like just doesn't fit the park at all. So you guys have been focusing where the focus is important, and that is what's good to see. So it's been really fun to see how these developed. I was pleasantly surprised, and all my worries have gone away, and I'm like, wow, these are some amazing builds, and now I'm pretty much confident that the scenery, the flat rides, the coasters, and all that are going to turn out just as amazing. And
I think so. I don't think there's going to be any issues with that. I'm excited to see it.
Time and time again, the community just really delivers on these contests, and this just goes to show there's so many good. So what I did for Master Engineer, and I'd love to do it for you here today, do you have a favorite and why for today's builds?
Well, I don't want to be biased.
No, you have to be
but
biased.
I do like the hat's Beartastic.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Beartastic.
No, but I have to say, as a build, I really like the smoothie shop. The smoothie bar was really amazing. With
Wait,
all those,
you're picking two?
No.
Are you picking the smoothie shop or the Beartastic shop?
Overall, I'd say the smoothie shop, I think, has released creative,
Where was the smoothie shop? Oh, is this one?
That's the, I don't know if I see your live view actually right now. I think it kind of crashed that as well. But the smoothie shop with all the fruits getting smashed and the smoothies getting made, I really like the interior there.
Yeah, the smoothie shop's insane. I love the fishing. Yeah, I love the Fishing Town sign. That's crazy. So that's your favorite? I definitely agree. This is like
it's my favorite.
It has the best interior by a mile. I think that one's great.
Yeah, I'd say so.
If I were to pick a favorite, I'll pick the Beartastic.
Yes!
I'll pick the Beartastic because I love the big branding. I'm a sucker for branding, you guys. It's calling to me. I know it is, and the interior is probably the second best in the park. And this is really a shop contest after all. So those are the ones to beat, in my opinion. You guys have done a really good job here, but they're all really amazing. The branding just takes these two over the top for us, I think, right?
Yeah, they have perfect branding, and I mean, all of them, they really fit the theme. They really fit the park. Really, I'm happy with all, like how all of these turn out. I'm really happy with it.
Yeah.
But yeah, those two really have perfect branding.
Amazing.
As an addition.
All right, give it up to our builders. You guys just remember at the end of the 4th video for the week, the final park is when the voting form will go live. So please, if you enjoyed these builds, come in and vote for your favorites for each of the categories. Help decide the winners. The more votes we get, the more decisive of a winner we get. Last but not least, thank you so much, Bear, for taking your time way out in the middle of nowhere in a tent to come join us for these reviews. I'm sure the builders are going to love to hear your feedback, so it was imperative to get you on, and that is great. So hopefully we can do this again for the scenery. Maybe you're back home in time. If not, maybe we can do another tent podcast.
Yeah, we can arrange something. It's worked out today, so we'll get it to work if I'm still on the way.
Awesome. All right, there it is.
It's been a pleasure.
Give some love to Beartastic in the chat, everybody, and thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll all see you tomorrow in the next theme park. Bye now.
Bye now.